Hello everyone, I'm Amit. In this classification tutorials, earlier I have uploaded three videos, one for theory part, second for logistic regression, and third for a performance measure for classification algorithm. In this, I have covered holdout method. So if you haven't seen it, I'll suggest please go through these videos to understand the concepts. So let's move to performance measure for classification algorithm. Holdout method we have already covered. In this, we hold out the testing data for the final test, and we use the training data to train our models. Okay, so we divide our full data set into two parts, training part and testing part. Now I will be working on cross validation. So in cross validation, we will split the data into two parts as we have done in holdout, training data set and testing data sets. And you will hold out the testing data set for very last step. A test set should still be held out for final evaluation. It, it is also called as K-fold CV method. The training set is splitted into K equals size smaller sets, or you can call each size small set as a fold. The following procedure is followed for each K folds. A model is trained using K minus 1 of the fold as a training data, and resulting model is validated on the remaining data. So if we have all data, or you can say full data set, so we'll be dividing it to training data and test data. Test data will be held out for the final testing, or you can say final evaluation. And rest training data will be divided into equal fold. You can see, right? I have created equal fold. So our CV is equal to 5. Okay. So in each fold, you can see we will have one fold for testing, and rest will be used for training. In second, we'll be using fold 1, fold 3, fold 4, fold 5 for training. Fold 2 will be used for validating. And after this, final evaluation will be done on average method. We will be getting a score on this, you'll 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 be getting a score on this. So you'll be getting five scores. So you will take mean of it, and that will be your final result. So we'll be using multiple algorithm, and we'll select about best model which works best on this training set. And that will be our final algorithm which will be used for our modeling. And later we will evaluate the performance of the model using test data which it has never seen it. So our training data will be divided like this, as earlier said, right? So our training data in K fold, the training data and test data, as earlier explained, right? Training data set in K-field. The performance measures reported by K-fold cross-validation is then the average of values computed by each fold. This approach can be computationally expensive but does not waste too much data, which is a major advantage in the problems such as inverse inference where the number of sample is very small. So as I explained it earlier, you will be taking average to get the final validation or final evaluation result. Let's jump to the Jupyter ID for coding part. So I have imported cross val score for calculating the score from sklearn.model selection, and from sk.model selection I have imported train test split. In holdout method we use shuffle method to shuffle the data, and later we divided the data x train x test, y train y test. But if you use this method, we can select this, and you can shift and tab, so we can see the details. Okay, so we will be passing the uh, x and y and random state and the size, test size, and it will shuffle the data and it will give you the output. We will see through it. So in X, I have saved the data, and we are using Iris dataset, which we have already imported and loaded. So this is our Iris dataset. It is having 150 rows, uh, For each classes we have 50 rows, one for Setosha, second for versicolor and Virginica. It is sorted like Setosha, and after that it versicolor and Virginica. For R we are using binary dataset, so I'm using Virginica as a Y. So I have Iris target is equal to 2. Okay, we can see the Y targets. We can see the target names. You can see Setocha, Versicolor, Virginica. We are taking 0, 1, 2, 2. So Y will be either 0 or 1. It will be 1 for Virginica. Okay. For I'm using binary classifier. That is why we have done it. Now X train, XS, Y train, Y test. We will use a split function. So we'll pass X and Y, a random state 42. So next time when you learn, you will get the same shuffle data. Test size 20 means our test data will be 20%. Let's run it and verify. You can see, right, X train shape is 120 and X test shape is 30. Y train shape is 120 and Y test shape is 30. So you can see 150 into 20, 30. So it has divided the full data set into two parts. Now we'll be using R train and Y train. This is cross val score. So you will use shift tab. So we'll be passing X, Y, and CV value. CV is iteration, or we can say cross validation value, or you can say K. So it will, if you'll give 5, it will give 5 values. Means it will divide your training data into 5 equal parts. So and scoring method I'm using accuracy. By default, it uses accuracy. So I'll print this CVS, this cross value score, and its mean. You can see for first fold the accuracy is 100%, first second is 95, third is 87, fourth 95, fifth 95, and the average, or you can say mean, is 95%. So our confidence level is 95%. So we'll print this using standard deviation as well. So we have taken mean and standard deviation. So our accuracy is 95 plus minus 0.8. By default, CV uses accuracy as a scoring method, but we can change the method. So now I'm using F1 macro method. I multiplied by 100 to exactly show in percentage. Again, I have used CVS and CVS mean. Let's check. And again, okay. If we change the CV or fold method, what will happen? CV is equal to 3. Now we can see we got 3 the score for each fold, as we have CV is equal to 3 and confidence is 95%. Let's increase the value. So now you can see it's 95.8. Earlier it was 95, exact 95 when we use CV5. Let's increase the CV. Now it has again reduced to 95%. Thanks for watching this video. In the next video, we will cover another performance measure method, which is very important, classification report, which contains multiple features, which is very important in classification, which is generally used in classification for measuring the performance. So till then, thanks, and like and subscribe my channel.